In yesterday's Gospel from St. Matthew, we have the occasion where Jesus encounters Mary Magdalene in the garden. And in that parallel passage, he tells her to go and announce to the brothers that they should go and meet him in Galilee. So Mary has the function of going to announce this important message to the disciples. But also, yesterday I brought out how it was that personal encounter with Jesus, that personal encounter strengthened Mary and gave her the courage to go and announce Jesus. And likewise, it is through our personal encounter with Jesus that we are able to witness his presence in the world. And so today we have the passage from John, which is also about the encounter of Jesus and Mary Magdalene in the garden by the tomb. And so we see today how Mary doesn't recognize him. And then he says the name Mary, and he basically calls her name and calls her identity, and then tells her to go and announce that he is risen and that he will meet them in Galilee. And at the end of today's passage, we have that interesting thing where Jesus says, and I am, don't hold me, Mary, because I am going to my Father and to your Father, to my God and to your God. And traditionally, this is understood as Jesus referring to his nature as the Son of God. That yes, that he is the Son of the Father by his nature, and that we are sons and daughters of the Father by grace and through baptism. And likewise, that he is the Son of God again by nature, but God is our God because, yes, he is the one who created us and made and put everything into existence. So that's the traditional way of understanding it. But as I read and reflected through this gospel, I thought about something else. Maybe Jesus is also saying something else here. Maybe he's saying that yes, he is my Father, Mary, but he is also your Father. He is your very Father. He is your very unique Father. And go tell the disciples as well that I'm going to your Father. And in that way, he's not just saying that this is kind of a general sense of the fatherhood, that yes, he's the father of everybody, and yes, you happen to be a person on this earth, so yes, therefore, you are one of his children. No, he's saying he is your very Father. He is your Father, and you can say, my Father. This is my Father. And that relationship that you have with the Father is unique and individual and can never be replicated or imitated or duplicated. And it's not just something that's a general notion or a general fact. That's something that's very specific, that yes, the Father has a very particular love for you, and that he has a unique love for you, and that relationship is unique. That relationship between you and the Father is unique. And it is no other relationship between anybody else and the Father is the same. But that relationship is truly unique. And so I'm to think again, yes, it's the Father who's perhaps saying, yes, you are my daughter, you are my son. You are that son, and you are special to me, and you are beloved by me, and you matter to me. And so you are important to me because I value you in my eyes, and it matters to me how you're doing and what's happening in your life. And yes, I've counted every hair on your head, and I know every little detail about you, and I love you that way, and I love your details. And just like a mother who's so concerned about her son or her daughter or children, and yes, the Father loves us in that same manner. And so we can say, yes, he is my Father, because that relationship is unique, because the relationship that I have with the Father is unique, and there's nothing like it else in the world. So it's a beautiful thing to think about, and I think really it's one of the most important facts that there is in this world is, yes, we have a unique relationship with the Father, and we have a unique relationship with God, and that's never the same. Everybody each has their own relationship, and it's not like it's better or worse or this or that. No, every relationship is unique with the Father. And so we can say, yes, you are my Father. Yes, my Father who is in heaven. Yes, I am called to come back to you one day. And Jesus is the way that leads us back to the Father. He's the Son who calls us to imitate the Son as we go back to the Father. But our relationship with the Father can never be duplicated. It can never be imitated. It's unique and special to each and every one of us.